Next up, Daily Drip, 4 minutes on the clock. Well done, Flow Labs.
They need to.
Hi there, this is Adam, I'm Josh, and we'd like to introduce Daily Drip, daily continuing education tailored for busy professionals. In the US, there's 7 million IT, design, and engineering professionals. They're all so busy that it's hard to find time to sit down and learn something new. At the same time, they're heavily pressured to stay on the cutting edge of their field. Luckily for them, the best way to build a skill set is through regular reinforcement. Daily Drip shows up via email or push notification with a bite-sized piece of something awesome about a topic you're interested in. It only takes a couple of hours per month, and is delivered to our subscribers every single day. Meet Robbie. Robbie's an experienced software developer, and he's interested in learning Elm, a new programming language. He makes time to learn every day, but he can't waste that time figuring out how and what to learn. So he downloads our Android app, and he subscribes to Elm as his topic. Now, every day, we're going to send him a small piece of content when it's available. We call that a drip. Let's look at a week of drips. On Monday, he gets some suggested readings to prepare him for the week's work, as well as answers to the previous week's exercises. On Tuesday, he gets a short skill video. These are around 5 minutes long, and they introduce a single new skill in the topic. On Wednesday, he gets a tip related to Tuesday's video to expand upon it. On Thursday, he gets a second skill video for the week. Friday, he gets a tip related to Thursday's video. And on Saturday, he gets an optional short exercise. These take around 10 to 15 minutes, and they just reinforce the week's learning. Sunday's a little different. On Sunday, we gather up all the news in the topic he's interested in, and we produce a weekly topical newsletter. This is free content that's also available to non-subscribers, and it includes our monthly free video. We've already got a single property out in the market. It's Elixir Sips teaching the Elixir programming language. We've got over 1,000 active subscribers. 57% of those are international. They're all paying us $9 per month, and it takes us 10 hours of work per week to produce the content. We've been experiencing 10% organic month-over-month growth as very little marketing spend, but when we have spent, we've been able to acquire customers for $4.17. So that's 10 hours a week of work for $116,000 in annual recurring revenue. This is our N=1. Feedback's been fantastic. This is Fabio Akita. He's a well-known Ruby on Rails developer, and he has over 13,000 followers on Twitter. He subscribed and said, okay, I spent 6 hours straight watching Elixir Sips, and it still failed to bore me. Keep up the great work. It's been a long time since I had this much fun. But he didn't just stop with tweets. He followed that up with 30 days of blog posts about the programming language, most of which referenced our content. And Fabio's not alone. Wow, this is great. Thanks a lot. Already addicted to Elixir Sips? Cannot stop. Awesome episode. People love this format because it's extremely low commitment. So why are we uniquely positioned for this? Well, both my co-founder and I have over 15 years of software development experience. We've both been successful CTOs. And we speak at technical conferences regularly, both in the US and internationally. In addition, we built applications for some of the biggest brands in the world, from the Home Depot to the FBI. We're a straightforward monthly subscription service. We charge $9 per month per topic, $24 a month for all you can eat, and we're selling to enterprises in bulk at $20 a seat. So how do we scale this thing? Well, we've identified over 150 topics that should each be able to garner 5,000 subscribers. That'll get us to $81 million in annual recurring revenue on content production costs of $4.3 million. And this is before we range outside of our initial target audience or into things like hobbies. So growth is obviously very hard. We've already mentioned our free weekly newsletters and our conferences and speaking engagements. These are going to be great initial growth drivers, but we've got other channels that work a lot better for the future, and we'd be glad to talk about them in private. So the market, it's very well validated. LinkedIn bought Lynda last year for $1.5 billion, and Pluralsight raised at $1 billion valuation. But what's interesting about them is all of their content is made for people that can sit down for a couple of hours to learn something. This is not realistic in our modern mobile-first lifestyle. Daily Drip is committed to producing content that can be consumed in small chunks, and we focus heavily on mobile as a delivery platform. Thanks for Daily Drip, daily continuing education, tailored for busy professionals.
Well done. Okay. Cyan, I wonder.
I knew you were going to start with
What do you think of this startup?
Again, conflicted. I also invested in this company.
This event is costing you a lot of
You know
money.
what's funny is that at the Angel Summit, I said I was slowing down my investing. But this batch that you have is just so incredible. There's been so many amazing companies to come out of it, and Daily Drip is definitely one of my favorites. The reason why is I think they could become like an O'Reilly. I think that they can expand to other topics, become a big publisher with micro-learning. They also have, in one vertical, 1,000 subscribers, and that was pretty exciting.
Okay, Ludwig.
Busy space, but that's great. I love the format mobile first. So can you elaborate a bit on your content creation acquisition strategy? I mean,
Yep. So do you want to take it? Okay.
Sure. So we're absolutely experts in the software field, and we're really good there. I've scaled content creation teams with Jason before I was CTO at Inside, so very well versed in how to scale content teams and that kind of stuff. So the traditional publishing model of having a single editor that oversees a specific vertical will work really well for us, and it's a very well proven model in the publishing space.
Christian.
So for a lot of busy professionals that are taking time out to learn a new subject or topic, it's usually for professional reasons, if you have not found that out. And is there some type of certification or saying completion of studying a certain subject matter?
So in the tech space, there are a couple places, specifically like Microsoft and Cisco, that do certifications. The problem is that most people hiring developers don't pay attention to them. The certifications don't mean a lot outside of those couple of specific niches. It really depends on what you can do and how well you can do it, and that's what people hire on, and pieces of paper don't matter.
I was going to ask the same question.
Harvey.
I'm struck by how the nano theme in education keeps popping up. I think there's something important in general about that. I think you're going to hit a point when you've exhausted your technical subjects and it's time to grow the team and change the methodology, and you may run into some challenges at that point.
It would be great challenges to have.
Great. Let's hear it for Daily Drip. Well done. Next up is Votion.